Kamana now joins us live with what we know so far about this case. Leah.
Thank you, Mika and Rick. The Hawaii case was initially detected on Monday, November 29th, and was confirmed today by the Department of Health. Here is what we know about the case so far. It was detected on Oahu in an adult under the age of 65. The person is currently experiencing minor symptoms. The individual is not vaccinated, but did have a previous COVID infection, and the person has no history of travel outside of the state. State epidemiologist Dr. Sarah Kemble saying, since the individual did not travel, this is proof that there is already community transmission here in Hawaii. The Department of Health currently working on contact tracing in an effort to figure out how the strain made its way to the islands.
Somewhere along the chain, we had a traveler come here, presumably, who brought this strain in. It was just a matter of when, because with each new variant, as we've seen, we're such a globalized world now.
Dr. Kemble saying there are still many unknowns with the variant and doesn't want people to panic. She says the best prevention remains get vaccinated, get boosted, wear your mask, social distance, and stay home if you aren't feeling good. Another thing to note, Mika and Rick, according to Dr. Kemble, this is the first Omicron case detected in the United States in a person that is not vaccinated, but did have a previous infection to the virus. Reporting in the newsroom, Leah Kamana, KITV4 Island News.
Leah, thank you. During a White House press conference today, President Joe Biden released his plan to combat the Omicron variant this winter. That includes imposing stricter testing requirements on U.S.-bound travelers, extending the Transportation Security Administration's mask mandate, launching mobile family vaccine clinics, and requiring private insurers to pay the cost of at-home test kits and boost access for those without it.
We expect to have the final rules on this and have this implemented in mid-January, so I expect additional details about how it will work and the functioning of it will be out in that timeline.
Americans are currently split on President Biden's handling of the pandemic, with 44% approving and 48% disapproving. The Department of Health today is reporting 126 new COVID-19 infections. Here's a look at the breakdown: 52 on Oahu, 34 on Kauai, 18 on Maui, 17 on the Big Island, and 6 residents diagnosed out of state. Today's case count also includes 1 redacted case on Molokai.
The DOH also reported more than 8,500 people got a coronavirus vaccination on Wednesday. More than 2.3 million total vaccinations have been administered. 76.3% of eligible Hawaii residents are now vaccinated. That includes people over the age of 5. More than 241,000 third doses have been given. The state estimates there are still about 404,000 people who are not fully vaccinated. Most fully vaccinated adults in the U.S. say they do plan to get a booster. That's according to a new survey from the Kaiser Family Foundation. About 60% of fully vaccinated adults say they've already gotten their booster or definitely will. The study also found nearly 1 in 5 fully vaccinated adults say they probably won't get a booster, despite recommendations to do so from the CDC. The survey was conducted for 2 weeks in mid-November. All fully vaccinated adults became eligible to receive a booster dose at the end of the survey period.
Let's turn now to our island weather. A live look outside tonight over Ala Moana, partly cloudy skies.
KITV4 Chief Meteorologist Pete Cajano with your first forecast.
Yeah, looking good right now, but things are going to change very quickly, and we're already starting to see some heavier rainfall for parts of the islands as a front approaches. Things are going to get a little bit wetter, and certainly we will have the potential for some flood risk over the next few days. Right now, Hilo under a flood advisory that's in effect until 7 p.m. You can see these reds indicate the heavier rainfall just south and west of Hilo town. We'll take you to the other end of the state. Kauai right now seeing scattered rains. We are also under a flood advisory here until 6:30. The rain not quite as heavy, but it's been coming down for a while here for the Garden Isle. We also have wind advisories in effect as this frontal boundary, the first cold front of the season, heading for the islands. That's going to bring some wet weather for Aloha Friday, and that weather could last all the way through Monday, maybe even to Tuesday of next week. As a result, the National Weather Service has issued a flash flood watch in effect for the entire state. Will be in effect until 6 p.m. on Monday. Coming up, we are tracking the wet weather, when it will get here. We'll have your complete forecast coming up in just a bit. Rick and Mika.
Some relief is on the horizon for tens of thousands of Oahu residents who have been without water for 5 days now.
The U.S. Army garrison announced today it is offering housing alternatives for impacted residents. Aloha Military Reserve and Red Hill residents can either move into a hotel or a new housing space. Soldiers are also delivering water and offering medical screening to residents. Those who want to be relocated can seek help at the AMR Community Center. More information is on our website, kitv.com. Is the Navy's contaminated water system cause for widespread community concern?
KITV4's Kristen Concilio joins us live tonight after speaking with lawmakers and community members about the uncertainty surrounding neighboring water sources. Kristen.
That's right, Rick. Mika, there's been no evidence yet that petroleum discovered in the Navy's water system has leaked into city wells, but many are concerned about that possibility. Both the Navy and Department of Health are awaiting test results, samples taken earlier this week from the Navy's water system.
It is a concern because it's so close, yeah? And then, you hear the information after the fact. So by the time you get the information, you probably drank, water and you could get sick.
Now, health officials continue to advise people not to drink or use the Navy's water system. If you feel your water's unsafe, go to KITV.com for a list of places where you can get potable water. Kristen Concilio reporting live.
Thank you, Kristen. And Governor David Ige is the latest politician to release a statement on the water crisis. He said in part, quote, "I'm concerned for the health and safety of those living in the affected areas and understand their need for timely and accurate information. I've urged the Navy to conduct a thorough investigation immediately and to take every precaution necessary to keep the community safe," end quote. The governor also said he has ordered the Department of Health to independently test the water and to be prepared to take action to protect Oahu's drinking water.
And on Capitol Hill, Hawaii U.S. Congressman Kai Kahele demanding answers from the U.S. Navy on the future of Red Hill. In a hearing with the Navy today, Congressman Kahele recounted his meeting with a military family who suffered from the contaminated water problem, calling this a crisis. Kahele described how one family developed sores in their mouths after drinking the water for days, eventually landing them in the hospital.
Today, Amanda just texted me, and it's about 6 o'clock in the morning Hawaii time, Mr. Chairman, that she went to the Tripler emergency room last night because of a headache and irritation in her mouth and throat, and her doctor diagnosed her with chemical burns in her mouth.
Kahele emphasized that the concerns over contaminated water stemming from Red Hill are not new.
And there have been concerns on the community for years on the possibility of leaks from Red Hill into the drinking water supply. This is a mother walking up to a water distribution site with a 5-gallon jug so that she can take a shower last night. And yet the Navy seems totally unprepared for this situation that has now impacted the military's own service members and families. And what is happening on the ground in Hawaii right now is absolutely unacceptable.
In the House Armed Services Committee hearing, Kahele questioned the Navy on the possibility of shutting down Red Hill and how long it would take for the facility to be considered safe again. The Navy was not prepared to provide answers at the hearing.
Lieutenant Governor Josh Green also releasing a statement today saying in part, quote, "It is totally unacceptable for fuel to be leaking into the water that our children and families drink, and it has to be fixed immediately. We must keep everyone safe no matter what it takes, and we must act now." The Navy needs to work in complete partnership with the Department of Health and Hawaii's congressional delegation to solve this problem. Of course, we have continuing coverage on the water woes on air, online, and across all social media. You can also download our free KITV4 News app by scanning the QR code at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen to get breaking news updates straight to your mobile device.
Well, Honolulu police need your help finding the suspects of a robbery and an attack.
The entire incident was caught on camera. We'll show you the surveillance video. That's still ahead.
Plus, how a first for Hawaii will help provide nearly 40 houseless residents on Oahu with a roof over their head. We'll be right back.
You're watching KITV4 Island News.
Honolulu police are looking for 3 suspects involved in a kaka'ako robbery and attack, all caught on camera.
Yeah, it happened around 5 o'clock this morning at the Coral Commercial Center. Now, surveillance video shows a truck with Aloha on the side. You can see it pulling up to Segway, Hawaii. One suspect uses a blowtorch to get through the glass before all 3 are approached by a security guard. Now, in the video, you can see a suspect attacking him with a taser to the chest. They then back the truck up into the store, shattering the glass.
They knew already what they was going to do, because again, there's tempered glass, so they tase him and then they back the truck right into it. They never have time enough to heat it up a lot, because you saw the guy throw the propane tank, that little canister thing, into his truck.
Now you can see the suspects making off with 4 electric bicycles. Those totaled more than $20,000 there. We are told that the security guard is okay, with the exception of some back pain. Anyone with any information is asked to call Honolulu Police.
Hawaii's first ever tiny home village is complete and ready to house 36 Oahu residents experiencing chronic homelessness.
KITV4's Aaron Coogan takes us inside Kama'oku and shares how this program serves as a blueprint for the future of housing projects.
Just 1.5 acres of decommissioned Naval Air Station land, a brand new community comprised of 37 tiny homes could see residents move in as soon as tomorrow, providing permanent shelter, amenities, and personal development resources to some of Hawaii's most vulnerable community members. It's an effort that state leaders and collaborators say is part of a much larger initiative to address Hawaii's homelessness crisis.
Kama'oku is the state's first master planned tiny home kauhale community. There are 37 tiny homes here, a community center that offers shared facilities including laundry, bathrooms, showers, a commercial kitchen, a medical clinic, a lounge, and some storage area.
In collaboration with the nonprofit organization Homemade Hawaii, the construction took about 7 months to complete. Hundreds of project volunteers and community members rallied together to design, construct, and decorate the livable space from the ground up.
We had over 450 individuals throughout the course of this project donate, and the building industry as a whole is a great catalyst and a good backbone, but again, you don't see what we see today and you don't feel what we feel today without the community involvement.
Each unit was built on site and provides residents with 88 square feet of furnished interior space. The homes will be rented out at affordable rates with flexibility to accommodate each individual's financial situation. Project organizers say in providing residents stability, they hope to mobilize some of Hawaii's homeless population now and into the future.
You know, we're really going to feel a sense of pride once we see individuals living in these units. I feel good, but there's a lot more to do.
The state hopes to eventually initiate 11 more tiny home villages throughout the islands. Builders say this will only be possible with the support from the community, donations, and volunteers. Aaron Coogan, KITV4 Island News.
Great to see those people getting some homes there.
Yeah.
Well, let's now see how the evening rush hour is going.
Yeah, Pete is back with a checkup on our roadways. Pete.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look outside right now, and we will first take a look as we head out through Pearl City IAS. Slow going right now. We have our drive times coming in at about 89 minutes out to Waianae, so slow going if you're heading out to the west side. Into the east side, not looking too bad at 22 minutes. We'll take you into town right now and looking pretty good as we head past the Ward Street, or the rather Ward Avenue area, and we'll take you actually into H1 and Middle. This is into town, looking slow right now, and we do have an accident that has been reported H1 westbound in the Kalihi area. We have not been able to pick it up here on our camera, but unfortunately we're looking slow going. So you can see it right now as we head into Kalihi. That's H1 westbound on the left there, and it is moving very slowly. We are moving slow into town as well. As you head past Ward Avenue and into the Punahou area, looking a little bit better, but you can see that trip out to the west side is quite slow. We are not looking too bad as we head out towards Kaimuki and into Kahala on Kalaniana-Ole Highway. Things looking good. Coming up, we got details on a cold front, the first of the season. It's going to bring some dramatic changes, heavy rainfall possible for parts of the state. We're tracking a flash flood watch after the break. Well, looking pretty good right now. We are partly cloudy here on Oahu as we take a look at the South Shore, but got some big changes coming. We are tracking the first cold front of the season, which means we could see some pockets of heavy rainfall, and we do have a flood risk for the island. So we're going to take you into it right now, though things are looking pretty good. 79 degrees. Southwest winds, though. That usually indicates a front is coming, and we have one on the way. Let's go ahead and take a look at some spots already getting pretty wet right now, and that is Kauai. So the Garden Isle seeing some pockets of moderate rainfall. We have a flood advisory in effect there until 6:30. Also a wind advisory as winds are expected to pick up as our cold front sweeps on in. Here on Oahu, had some scattered showers earlier. Those are moving offshore into Molokai. A few light areas of rain for Maui. Pretty dry right now, but Haleakala, you are under a wind advisory. Winds are really going to pick up, and not only for Haleakala, but also for the summits of the Big Island. Right now for the Big Island, the concern is the heavy rainfall. So Hilo under a flood advisory, had one cell develop here that brought rainfall rates of about 1 inch to 2 inches per hour to Hilo. That's still coming down. We're expecting that rain to continue at least through 6 o'clock, and right now possibly through 7. So the flood advisory in effect until 7 o'clock. We'll expand out and show you something you don't see all the time. We do have not only a high wind warning with potential for winds on the Big Island summits over 100 miles per hour. We have a blizzard warning for the summits with the potential for a foot of snowfall between now and Sunday, or rather as we head into Sunday and into Monday. So we're going to be looking for this frontal boundary to really change things as we head into our Aloha Friday and then into the weekend. Green indicates rain. Let's take you through it as we head into the evening. Kauai, the best chance of rain. And then overnight into the early morning hours, this is 3 a.m. The front approaches. Oahu could see scattered showers, some of it a little bit on the heavier side. As we head through the mid-morning hours, still seeing rain for Oahu, but then the activity starting to move towards Maui County. This is 8 a.m. You can see scattered showers for Maui County. And then as we head into the late morning and afternoon, Big Island starts to see some rainfall. We'll also see some scattered showers filling back in for Maui County, Oahu, and into Kauai. And this unsettled weather is going to be around likely until Tuesday, maybe Wednesday of next week. So it won't be constant rain. We'll have periods of sun followed by additional rainfall moving in as this front combines with an upper level disturbance that's going to bring that additional rain potential. For tonight, clouds will be with us. We'll see some scattered showers. Best chance, though, will be Kauai. I think late night is really when those showers begin to kind of get going into our Aloha Friday. Cold front moves in. That means cloudy conditions, especially for Kauai and Oahu in the morning. Afternoon, we'll see that as rain shifting to Maui County and the Big Island, but we'll also see some lingering showers possible for Kauai and Oahu. So bottom line is unsettled weather, some rainfall, certainly could be heavy on Friday, and we have that flash flood watch in effect all the way until Monday at 6 p.m. as additional systems move in and kind of bring additional periods and pockets of heavier rainfall. So this is a long period, Mika, of potential rainfall Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. We'll go hour by hour. We're going to talk a little bit more about the potential over the weekend for some of the heavier rainfall. That's all coming up at 6.
Keep those umbrellas handy. Thank you, Pete.
Well, the Burger King Whopper is celebrating its 64th birthday this weekend.
And to celebrate, you can buy one for its original price of just 37 cents. But there is a catch. We'll tell you what it is coming up. Welcome back. With Christmas fast approaching, many community groups are making plans for a joyous celebration. But for some families, this year might be difficult.
Deborah Van Noy Botello and her 2 children are now living in a shelter. They were happy to have a roof over their heads. But when they got there, they confronted more adversity. Life has been a challenge for teenagers. Each has special needs. This single mother hopes that with a little kindness and the Adopt a Family program, it'll help bring brightness to their holidays.
Now tonight on KITV4 Island News at 6, we'll introduce you to the Vanoy Botello family and how you can help adopt them for the holidays.
And how about this whopper of a deal in celebration of the sandwich's 64th birthday? You can buy one this Friday and Saturday for just 37 cents. But there is a catch. You have to download the Burger King app and buy it through their Royal Rewards program. And it is limited to 1 Whopper per account. I'm more of a quarter pounder with cheese kind of guy, but for 37 cents.
You'll probably try it out.
Hey,
Let us know
I'll
how it
even
is.
buy you one.
A good deal.
Maybe.
Wow, appreciate that. Well, coming up on KITV4 Island News at 6 o'clock, a major milestone for a houseless community on Oahu's west side.
Nearly 200 residents are getting ready to move into new homes. You'll hear how this was all made possible.
And are the Rainbow Warriors bowl game bound? A recent NCAA decision could have Hawaii football playing in front of its home fans on Christmas Eve. KITV4's Keith DeMolder has the story. That's all coming up on KITV4 Island News at 6.
That would be exciting to see the Rainbows go bowling. And that is KITV4 Island News at 5.
Our next newscast is in 30 minutes. Hope to see you then. Aloha.
Good night.
Maui Watch Weather is sponsored by Hawaiian Ultraviolet, revolutionizing UV light technology for clinical grade disinfection across the islands.
Well, highs into the middle 80s and low to mid 80s, but we will see some changes coming as a frontal boundary brings possibly some heavier rainfall through Maui County. So we are expecting the morning hours, not as much rain in the early morning hours, but late morning into the afternoon, scattered showers going to be moving in. And this is going to be a prolonged period of possible wet weather. In fact, we do have a flash flood watch in effect, not only for Maui, but the entire state actually until 6 p.m. on Monday as a frontal boundary moves in. That can bring some pockets of heavier rainfall. Let's track it for you. In the morning, best chance will be west of us into Oahu in the early morning. This is 3 a.m. Let's go ahead and fast forward it as we head past 8, 9 a.m. You can see the rain starting to focus here across Maui. And some of these showers possibly could be a little bit on the heavier side. As the front moves through, it's going to stall out late Friday night into Saturday over the Big Island, and that's going to allow for several impulses or areas of energy in the atmosphere that's going to allow for potentially more additional rainfall Saturday, Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. As our winds shift behind our front, we will also have cooler air moving in, so first cold front of the season scheduled to push on through as we head through today and certainly into the weekend. With the wet weather, it's going to be dramatically cooler. We'll see about 5, maybe some locations 10 degrees cooler behind the front. As for surf, it is at 10 to 14 for the north. Not much on south. We are looking at a bigger, though, northwest swell moving in over the weekend. It'll build Saturday. Early on Sunday morning, it could peak 20 to 30 feet. That would be high surf warning level. For Aloha Friday, cold front brings the wet weather. Morning rains, some heavier, and then some scattered afternoon showers as well. Highs close to 80. Those winds picking up into the north-northwest behind the front. It'll be a breezy day for Friday. Cooler weather. Saturday into Sunday, we're going to have a mix of sun, clouds, and rainfall. And then additional rain really building Sunday into Monday, could be on the heavier side and really won't clear things out until late Tuesday into Wednesday. That's when rain chances start to decrease. We got a little bit of a northwest swell right now, a bigger one on the way. 10 to 14 footers for the north shore, 7 to 10 for the west shore, 1 to 3 for south, 2 to 4 for east. We'll have a bigger swell, though, building on Saturday, likely peaking in the overnight Saturday night into Sunday morning, 20 to 30 feet for the north shore. That would be high surf warning level. So this is going to be a big swell, certainly over the weekend. Unfortunately, we've got a cold front coming with it. That could create less than ideal conditions out there as our northwest winds really start to kind of pick up there. And we'll be watching for rainy weather, potentially brown water advisories as we head not only through our Aloha Friday, but possibly into the weekend. Tracking a cold front and potentially some heavier rainfall for parts of the islands. Let's take you through it. This is Friday at 3 a.m. You can see rain for Oahu, some scattered showers, Kauai, possibly even Maui County. As the front moves down the state, we're going to see the best chance of rain for Oahu in the morning, and in the afternoon, best chance of rain will be Maui County. We still could see, though, a few additional scattered showers in the afternoon for Oahu behind the front, but you can see the focus kind of moving along this cold front into Maui County as we head into Friday afternoon. Friday, late afternoon to the evening, the Big Island gets into the act, and then this front's going to stall out as we head into the weekend. That's going to allow for additional impulses into the over the atmosphere, rather, bring additional potential rainfall. So it could be pretty wet at times, not only on Friday but into the weekend as well. Also, we've got winds picking up the front behind the front out of the northwest, 20-25 miles per hour for Friday. That's going to allow for cooler air to move in. So first cold front of the season. We will see temperatures drop behind our front. That's one positive, along with the rainfall, which we need. It may get too much in too short of a time, though. 10 to 14 footers for the north shore, 7 to 10 for west, 1 to 3 for south, 2 to 4 for east. Additional northwest swell bumps things up as we head into Saturday and Sunday. 20 to 30 footers possible by Saturday night into Sunday morning. For your Aloha Friday, cold front brings a flood risk. We have a flash flood watch in effect. Some pockets of heavier rain possible. Temperatures are cooler, only getting up to 80 for your high. Into the weekend, we'll be in the 70s Saturday, close to 80 on Sunday. Scattered scattered showers. Best chance will actually be on the Big Island both Saturday and Sunday. We'll see some scattered rain from Maui County, Oahu, and Kauai. And then Monday and Tuesday, another impulse brings rain, not only the Big Island, but the rest of the islands. Oahu, Kauai, and into Maui County could see some heavier rain Monday into Tuesday. We start to clear things out as we head into Wednesday.